Brandon Kaiser, fighting out of Vision MMA, Cincinnati, Ohio. I would say his strengths would be his submission game. I don't know any of his weaknesses. I use my wrestling and defense as defense, dirty box, keep it up on the feet, get the takedown when I want, stay real heavy. Just fight my fight. It's game time. What I've been working for all these weeks.
Here he comes out of the blue corner, Brandon Kaiser, weighing in at 145 pounds, sporting an 0-1 record, standing at 5'10", coming out to some funky music here, Jackson. Tell us a little bit about Brandon Kaiser.
My name's Jon Vinyard from Alexandria, Virginia. I'm fighting out of Capital MMA and Elite Fitness. I'm fighting Brandon Kaiser, coming out of Ohio. Nothing, some garbage. I'm about to run through him, bust his face, and get my knockout bonus. He don't deserve to be in the cage with me, and we're gonna find out why. How can I exploit him? Knock his face off. I'm getting it. It ain't no want about it. I've imagined a million different ways I can beat this guy. How do I see it ending? A knockout in the first round to please me, or a knockout in the third round to please the crowd. When I get into the cage, murder, kill. Like, I get to beat people up, and I don't have to worry about consequences. Y'all know what it do, baby. Capital MMA. We don't get tired, we get money.
We have a 30-year-old, 5'11", with an 0-1 professional MMA record. He represents Vision MMA out of Fairfield, Ohio. In the blue corner, Brandon, I can't fix your computer, Kaiser. And to my left, we have a 31-year-old who stands at 5'9" and has a 1-2 pro MMA record, representing Capital MMA out of Alexandria, Virginia. In the red corner, Jonathan Jon Boy Vinyard.
Here we go. We got Brandon Kaiser and Jon Vinyard. Jon Vinyard in the pink trunks and Brandon Kaiser in the white trunks. This is going to be a phenomenal first fight, Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, you know, both guys calling for that first round knockout. We'll see.
Just like that, got cracked with a straight right. Jon Vinyard landed.
Jon Vinyard's a good sharp shooting stance right now, but this is exactly what I expected. You know, some shots are going to be landed and it's going to go to the ground. That is a very, very tight guillotine.
Yeah, arming guillotine. Sometimes that's a little harder for some people to pull off at home for the people that might not know that, Jackson. Why is an arming guillotine a lot harder to manage?
Well, there's more space that you have to control. You don't have a pure grip around the neck, and there's a little bit more wiggle room. So Jon Vinyard, that was a super, super tight guillotine. Yeah. But Kaiser, he's the wild man. He's crazy. He's not going to tap to a guillotine in the first round. It's just not going to happen.
Now, talking about Jon Vinyard real quick, he says, and I quote this too, he's a BJJ guy through and through, yet he's predicting the first round knockout. Nice reversal there. Why do you think he's so hell-bent on getting the first round knockout instead of sticking to his jits?
Well, you know, maybe he's just hyping it up for the fans, but his jits is the story of this fight so far. Pulled guard on that guillotine, got his guard passed, and then swept over to side control into mount and attacking from an armbar. So he's very versatile on the ground. I wouldn't necessarily recommend giving up position from the mount to go for a submission so early in the game. Yeah. But I appreciate and applaud his, killer instinct in trying to finish this fight.
Well, he called a shot. He said he's going to stop it. What did he say? He said within 30 seconds. Well, didn't get it. Didn't get the Babe Ruth walk-off, but, he's doing great on the ground.
Yeah, well, he did say first round knockout for the fans and third round knockout for me. So maybe he's just playing possum here, but I think he's a little bit surprised at the tenacity of Brandon Kaiser so far.
Now, question, with somebody coming in so violent and aggressive like Jon Vinyard did, do you think that weighs on Brandon Kaiser's mind at all as a professional?
I don't think so. I mean, by the time you make it into the professional leagues, you've seen, the quiet killers, the loudmouth trash talkers, and everything in between. This is a sport and you're doing what you're trained to do. So Brandon Kaiser is just another day in the office for this guy. He's doing a really good job, but both fighters are a little bit more warmed up right now. Might sucker let some fists fly.
And I got to say, it looks like Brandon's a little more awkward on the feet, and Jon's just kind of, it's just a day in the park for him thus far.
You know, it's tough. If you're used to sort of training with highly trained strikers, there are certain things that you look for, and then you get a guy who comes in and he's doing things all wrong. The punches are coming from the wrong angle. Yeah. It's hard to adjust for that.
Back to the ground here. Let's see if Jon Vinyard's 3 stripes on his purple belt plays into factor here. Another fun fact about Jon Vinyard is he is the WKA MMA 2012 and 2013 champion.
And that's a huge accomplishment. So this is a tournament-style format for the amateurs.
Wow.
But let's back up a little bit. Brandon Kaiser here with a near rear naked choke on Jonathan Vinyard.
And he gets it.
And he
taps. Has him fully flattened out, and then gets the submission stoppage. Brandon Kaiser, wow.
I mean, you know, as is often the case, and I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but it's usually the guys who talk the loudest, who bark the loudest, you know, who don't necessarily have the bite to back it up.
Prime example, Chael Sonnen.
Oh, man, but that's my boy.
I'm not saying I don't love Chael Sonnen. I love the guy.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the replay, Jackson.
So here we go, first round, Global Proving Ground, first fight of the night. Brandon Kaiser passing the guard, getting to the rear mount, and locks in that choke. It's only a matter of time before Jonathan Ivey knows the only way out is to tap.
Flattens him out and gets the tap just like he wanted.
Beautiful first round submission victory from the wild man, Brandon Kaiser. Congrats to him.
Getting his first pro victory this evening. And look great doing it.
I don't know about looking great, but...
Well, as long as you get the tap, you're looking pretty.
Looking a little crazy, but...
All right, let's throw it up to our ring announcer, Stephen Peacock.
This bout is stopped at 3 minutes and 15 seconds of the first round. The winner by submission by way of rear naked choke came out of the blue corner, Brandon Kaiser!
All right, let's throw it up to the announcer, Bob Maloney.
Brandon Kaiser, that guillotine early on looked like you might finish the fight early. You had it nice and tight. What did you think early on with the guillotine there?
It was tight, but he didn't have full guard, so I felt safe. Just let him gas his arms out, pass, and work my game.
Well, your grappling, your jiu-jitsu was really great there. Finish off with a rear naked choke. Congratulations on your victory at GPG.
Thank you, sir. Can I just thank some fans? I want to thank my cornermen and my team back home, Vision MMA. And next week is the 10-year anniversary of one of my best friends dying in Iraq. So it's an honor to fight on this card.
Brandon Kaiser, back to you.